Okay, Amber.
Cannot hear me. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Pamela Live Talk Show. I'm Amber, and I want to thank you all for joining us here, where we showcase talents, businesses, and the different cultures here on Second Life. We're always on the lookout for new guests. So if you are in entertainment, the arts, a builder, the head of a clan, or if you would like to be one of our sponsors, please contact our executive assistant, Raven, our stage manager, Avina, our host, Pamela, or myself, Amber. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And we have an email address. Just touch the contact info board on your left. We have the Pamela Live Talk Show subscribers sitting on each side of the stage, and you can click one of these subscribers to receive information on any upcoming shows. And you can also join our group, Electoris Enterprises. Tonight, the Pamela Live Talk Show is pleased to welcome Ava Jamin and the MMI winners, Jonelle Devonshire and Whiskey Wolf Oakley. And we also have Nicolaides from the world of championship horse breeders, and our guest entertainer is Quartz. But first, please join me in welcoming your host for the Pamela Live Talk Show, the lovely Pamela Electoris.
Hello, 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 everyone. It's good to see you. I'm trying to get right today. I mean, Second Life I hear, has been kind of not good to everyone, and it always want to get me. So give me a one if you hear me out there. Sometimes I be running my mouth, and nobody hears me. All right, all right, all right. So hopefully I stay clear the rest of the today. How about that? All right, all right. It is so glad to see you here, and if it's your first time here, welcome, and please come back again. We have some interesting guests here that comes through these doors, and they tell us their story. And it's all about how a person got here and what they're doing to make this beautiful place as it is, as we all love. And that's why we in here almost every day. And I love Second Life, don't you? Well, all right. Today we have some interesting guests that's coming in. I know she told you about everything. Don't forget to hit up on our subscriber on the side over there, because of the fact that this is, you would notice, you would get those every Sunday of knowing who's going to be here. And we got them at each corner of the stage over there. And to my left here, the green roses, that's a love jar, a tip jar. And that's what we divide up with the staff here in order to produce this show. And they are very much appreciated. So in the meantime, I'm always reading a poem. Excuse me, I got a cough. Hold on one second. Excuse me, my throat must be dry. But, excuse me. In the meantime, I'm going to read this poem, and she always finds me some interesting things to say. Now, I haven't read this over, but I'm sure it's going to be cute. It's called My Name is Charlie. I don't have the author, so I'm going to have to say author unknown. My name is Charlie. I'm different to you. I don't see the world the same as you do. You see a classroom, I see a chair. I don't always notice what else is in there. Too much information keeps coming my way. It's so hard to cope with day after day. You show me so much that I don't always see. One step at a time is the best thing for me. Bright lights and loud noises upset me so much. An unusual smell or somebody's touch. When you look in my eyes and I'm looking away, I'm not being rude if I don't hear you say. I'm not being awkward, I'm just doing my best. I'm striving so hard to be just like the rest. The times you think I have not really tried, if only you knew how that hurts me inside. I want you to like me the way I like you. If only you saw things from my point of view. Your life and my life both run parallel. Yours seems like heaven, mine sometimes hell. Whatever you're frustrated at the things that I do, remember you could have been me and I could have been you. 1 in 68 children have autism spectrum disorder. The 8th annual lighting the way autism awareness event is happening right now, April, excuse me, the 22nd. They have few vendors as well as a dance team who will be providing entertainment. So be sure to check it out. And she's going to put, Raven's going to put the landmark up for you all. You know, that's sometimes, I guess that's what autism child see. So we all have to be aware of that. And that was sweet. I didn't know what it was about, but that's awesome. So let's get on with the show. I'm going to have to get me something to drink. But let's get on with the show. I believe that we're going to call out our first, we got an awesome lineup. People that's here. I think Ava's been here before. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to have Ava come out, and she's going to tell you some of the things that she's doing. And she's very interesting and got something to say. So come on out, Ava. Let's talk to you. How you doing?
Hi, Pam. I'm good. Can everybody hear me
Good,
okay?
good. I hear you.
Forget my
Did everyone
hug.
hear her? I'm not going to forget that one. Of course not. It's been a while since I've talked to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I said, see, I got a lot of lag or something going on here because I sent that hug a while ago. There we go. Okay.
Hugs.
Thank
My
you.
favorite
Thank you.
part of your
Hugs,
show.
yeah. All right. And you're still resing to me. Isn't it something you can see yourself? I see yourself, part of you.
Yeah, because I'm all
So come
bento.
on, have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but I think bentos are hard to resin here. It's like slow
They
motion or
are.
something.
Thank you for having us back again. Uh-oh, I think we lost Pam.
There I go.
There she is.
Wow. Here I am. I was in some blue area. I was in space somewhere. Am I sitting? Okay. I'm having issues here, so hopefully everyone see me and hear me. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay. So Ava, tell us about, it's been a while since I've talked with you, so we're going to have to learn all over, and some of the people out here don't know you, so we're going to ask you, what brought you into Second Life?
Actually, a friend of mine asked if I would come in. I had a ministry on another line, on another site, and she asked me if I would come check this out. And I put her off for like 3 years, and then I finally did, and I've been here ever since. It's going on 10 years.
Wow. Okay, 10 years. That's longer than me. You came, what, in 08 or 07? One of
9.
those. Usually I put on here, 09. Okay, so a little bit before I did. Okay, that's awesome. So you said ministry. You want to talk about that? What kind of ministry did you have?
Well, I was over on another site doing ministry, just, helping people with problems, giving them the word of the Lord, different things like that.
Okay.
And then it just kind of got stale over there. And so I came over here. And even though it doesn't happen, when it does happen here, it's extremely powerful. But I just, got myself involved in a lot of businesses, and I'm in contact with a lot of people. And that's the best way to do it. The more people you know, the more they can come and ask you for help.
And you know what? Isn't that a ministry, helping other people? Whether or not, you just take time out of your time and just help people. That's a form of ministry too, I believe. Because, I'm into the ministry too, but I think it's all facets of it, and some people, people really, especially newbies, and I know Cookie out there, she's the reason I'm in here, but she loved helping newbies. And she's been doing that ever since she's been in here. You know, if a newbie come by,
Yes.
she'll take the time. Not only that, she goes in her pocket and et cetera, you know, because some people will use you, though, because we be just alts, right? When I get a new alt or something, I say, I'm an alt, okay? I let everybody know this is an alt, okay? I'm using it for something. So, you know, I already know the ropes or whatever, but, you know, things is like this. So tell me, now, why are we here today? What is some of the things that you want to talk about today
Well, today
of
we're
what
here
you're
to talk
doing?
about Mr. and Miss Model International. So we just had our round of MMI for 2018, and this is the 4th year that we've been doing it. And before I start, I want to also thank all of the people in the audience from MMI and Lawmore. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting. And I also want to just give a big kudos out to Cyberdog Foxclaw, who is my CEO of MMI. Thank you guys all for coming. And MMI is a competition that lets a model or a stylist or anybody that just wants to do something like that be themselves. So it isn't a competition where you're given a country, you're kind of led that way. This is you being you in every way that you can. We did have one particular contestant whom I just adore, Heather, that actually is a vampire, and she stayed true to herself the whole way through this competition. I believe she came
You mean
as first runner.
she stayed at AV as her AV stood as a vampire.
Yep, and everything that she did, just was very true to who she was. Same with Jonelle, who is my Miss Model International, and Whiskey Oakleaf, who is my Mr. Model International. Very true to who they are, all the way through this competition. We want it that way.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
know
want
Jonelle
to.
too.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So I'm very, very
And
happy.
you know what? And that's different too from other model agencies because sometimes, you know, the clothing ranges are, you know, are different, and that's fair to have an actual AV that actually is the model of what would be wearing those particular fashions. Am I
Yep,
correct?
yep.
Just like a fairy would be, you know, should be in a fairy form, or mermaid should be in a mermaid form, basically. But I don't know,
Right.
they wouldn't be able to walk though, would they? A mermaid.
No, and they can be true to who they are as far as like being a little bit like for Heather on that darker side, or she's still a vampire, and I believe through all the competitions she even wore her teeth. That's fine. They do have to walk.
Hmm.
They do have to pose. It does. It is a competition that isn't an easy competition, and you'll hear a little bit from Whiskey and Jonelle. It's not an easy competition, but boy, oh boy, will they go out of there learning a lot. And they will make friends, and they'll have friends for life. I know two of the people in the audience, Holly and Jude, met during MMI, and they're inseparable now. I think they're even living on the same land now. So it's a good experience, and we'll let them talk about it more. Just to let the audience know, I do not coerce or say anything for anybody to say. This is coming from their heart, from their minds. I learn from it. The more feedback they
Well,
give
have
us,
them
the more
come
we
on
learn.
with Jonelle, and who else was coming up?
Whiskey. Jonelle is my
Whiskey, come
Miss.
on up.
Go ahead, honey. I'm sorry.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out where I'm at too, because some things that happen in space. Wow, I'm really having some issues. I keep going out of space for some reason. Come on up, Janelle and Whiskey. And that way they can talk about some of the things. So while they're coming up too, tell the audience too some of the things you've done in here before you even got to, because I'm going a little different way this time. Some of the things you've done, Ava, some of the things you've done in order to get to this point. But in the meantime, with Janelle and Whiskey, come on up.
Well,
And if you're already up here and I don't see you, let me know. Okay, go ahead.
I first started out with exclusive modeling agency, and then I let go of that one. I disbanded from my partners, and then I started Lawmore. So Lawmore is almost 8 years old now, and then I also have Lawmore Diversity Magazine, which is a magazine published on Issue that comes out every month. So keep an eye out for that. Also, Mr. and Miss Model International. We do this every year, and it takes about 7 weeks, I believe, for us to do this. And then I also have the Positive Style Challenge, which is coming up at the first week of May. So I keep fairly busy. I
Okay.
have lots of companies, lots to do, lots of help, lots of people that help me.
Awesome. So Janelle and Whiskey, how are you?
Hi, Pam. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having
Same here.
us on your
I know,
show.
thank you.
No problem. I'm having a lot of issues here because I have a lot of lag going on. So come on and sit down and have a seat and tell us about your part in the MMI Institute and some of the things that you're doing.
Well, where do we start?
At the beginning.
What are we doing? We're, I guess,
Wow, I
styling
was
for
in the
our
blue
craft.
again, and Janelle was in the
Oh,
blue with me. So I don't know if anybody else. Have you ever went to the blue area? I mean, just like you click on sit down or something, and all of a sudden you like in space, like water or something.
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
what you call it. Yeah, it's been
Yes,
doing that to
yes.
me the last couple of days.
oh my.
Okay, so tell us something about MMI and some of the things that has happened to you in there, or the experience that people can experience by going to this school. In a few words, Jonelle.
Um, you'll learn a lot as far as modeling and styling and runway and a lot of things to be professional in your craft. I've went to several schools to learn modeling, and I've been in several competitions to, you know, styling and it's a challenge. It's a real big challenge for anyone, and it's a really great experience.
Now, from my understanding, Ava or Janelle or anyone, when you're modeling and whatever, and I did go to one, excuse me, school to just kind of experience some of the things that they, were doing, and they were critiquing the model, like they were doing their finals, I guess, before they got a certificate or whatever from that school. And from my understanding, could nothing be off. The clothing had to be worn correctly. There could not be any flaws in their skin, or their hair had to be right. I mean, it's like microscope. You're looking at you under a microscope. Is
Yeah,
that
it
true
does.
in your
It's
school?
very true. It's very true.
Yeah.
And I think I'm very, very, very uber picky, probably more so than a lot. my
Mm-hmm.
my courses at Lawmore are extremely, extremely intense, and if you don't do it exactly right, you won't pass. I just had my last dream team that they didn't pass the first time, but came back and nailed it on every level. I think a lot, probably out of all the contestants, maybe a little bit more than half of them were actually graduates of Lawmore or Catwalk or both.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jonelle
Wow.
has gone to
Okay.
quite a few schools too. I think by the time that they get to MMI, they've got the skills. Although again, with Heather didn't do any school. She came to MMI and did no schooling whatsoever. She was learning it as she was going along.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, if a person in the audience decides, okay, I want to go to modeling school, in order to walk, because I know I can't walk, Now, a person like me, I can't walk straight, let alone, getting from A to Z, let alone modeling. And I think some of the models, some of the schools, they actually freelance. You might think they're on a pose, but they're actually not. So, but tell me, tell the audience here what it would take for them to come, who to contact, and et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know if it's the fees or whatever, but how they can get in contact with you. I think Raven had put up a lot of information, your landmarks or anything. So tell a
Right.
person who's interested in this
If
what
they're
they have to
interested
do.
in the school, they can just contact me, and I'll send them some information. I believe that Raven
Mhm.
also put out a website. They can get it from the lawmoreproductions.org. They can go to that one and do it. As far as for me today, I really want Jonelle, both Jonelle and Whiskey, really to kind of explain to the audience, what their experience with MMI was, good, bad, or indifferent. Talk a little bit about their experience, and a little bit, which is important for me for MMI, is the feedback, because no other competition has that. So I think Whiskey, if you'd like to say something, and then Jonelle.
Yes, I was gonna say Whiskey. Whiskey, what is your experience there? And because you're the male model winner, right?
Yes. Well, like I said, you do make a lot of friends. We started off, with close to 30 people, I think.
Yep.
It's been so long, and then it comes down to the last 5 in each group. 5 men. Well, we only had 3 men this past contest, but then 5 women at the end, after 3 months of constant work. It's like I said, the challenges are unique. It always kept us on our toes. We had to. It kept us very busy. If you cannot manage your time, it's not a competition you want to do unless you can devote all your time to it. I work nights and in the weekend, so I usually only had maybe a total of 2 days to get ready to have my pictures ready by Wednesday. So it was a lot of just constantly keeping that at it. When I was in Second Life, I was constantly working on the MMI contest, but it was a lot of fun and well worth it.
And can you explain to the audience what the feedback was, Whiskey, and how you felt about that?
Oh yeah, the judges all give feedback on our scores and everything from each challenge each week, and then Cy and Ava would go over them with us in a meeting the next day after the challenge. So, and we was allowed to give our input back too without any negative effect on us. If we thought something was wrong or anything like that, we put in our 2 cents, and it didn't affect what the next week's scores were going to be or anything against us. That was just get it off our chest and let them know what we thought about something about a challenge or something that went wrong, or so they could improve on it for the next year or the next challenge.
Okay, so when is the next challenge? Because we're going to go on to our next guest, but when is the next challenge?
It won't be till next year, so December. It only comes once a year, so we won't have the next MMI until around December of 2019. So they will remain the Mr. and Miss MMI for the total year of their reign.
Okay. Well, it's time for, if people want to get in there, they got to go through the schooling and be able to do what is needed or learn the tools to use. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm so glad to see a male this time. It's the first time I've seen a male model. Not to say there haven't never been any, but at the Model Institute. So that's awesome. So that means this is not only open to females, but also open to males.
Yes,
awesome,
so they compete together,
okay.
Which makes it a little different. They compete together, but there is chosen at the end a Mr. Model International and a female Miss Model International.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, every phone want to ring at one time. There's a lot going on with me and my personal thing. My husband is in the hospital, and so it's they're calling me like crazy. But I'll answer that in a minute because I got to do this, right? Got to be professional. So anyway, and you all put me in your prayers too because he's seriously sick. But anyway, everybody, I enjoyed you. You all got to come back again. We're going to have to do more time, too, so we can really go through some things of what you're doing, Ava. And thank you to Wolf and Janelle for coming, too. But we're going to have to do musical chairs because we got to get our other. And matter of fact, I forgot. I was supposed to get this young lady first because she had something to do. And hopefully she forgives me. We're going to call Nick out. I'm going to say Nick. I'm not going to try to say the name. They say I mess up a lot of names, and I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to be really good. They're waiting on me, and they got bets on me messing up a name, but I'm not going to do it tonight, I tell you. Yeah, there we go. I said, you can't catch me without my hug.
I liked.
And I know we both having issues. I see you walking, too.
There it is. Yep.
Oh, okay,
I
that's on
said
another day
yes.
she
Where
told me.
are
Okay.
you? Hello.
Yes, there I am. There I am. Sometimes I can't see it. Sometimes I'm hugging people and don't even see it, But that's when I'm really having issues out here. Come on, have a seat. Let's talk. This is my first time seeing you or talking with you,
Thank
Nick.
you.
So it's going to be good to
Yeah.
know you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So come on, let's have a seat here. And I'm
Hi,
going to have to put out
everybody.
another chair for girls to put out. So Nicole, tell us about. I always like to find out because people have so many different stories. Some of the stories are so funny, I end up on the floor laughing in real life for real. And but tell us what brought you here to Second Life.
Oh, well, just like most people, I followed a friend in, of course, right? I'd never even heard of SO. And I had a girlfriend that we played a different game called the Settlers Online. It's a little 2D game, where you have an army and a city and you go, battles and whatever. Completely different. Anyway, she kept disappearing, and so one day I asked her, I said, "Where do you keep going?" She says, "I played this game called Second Life." And I'm like, never heard of it, ever. So, and I'm only like 4 years old here, so this is tell you, I recently found it, really. So anyway, yep, I followed her in one day, and to be honest, I was bored out of my mind because all she did was sit in her apartment. But I finally started exploring, and then, well, I'm still here.
Awesome. Yeah, once
So
you get in here, it's hard to get out, isn't
wonderful
it?
place. It sure is. Especially when you all look perfect. It's so easy to be perfect.
I hear that.
But
Okay,
yep,
so tell us some of
it's a
some of the
great
things
place.
that you're doing, that you've done in here. On your journey to what the reason why you're here now.
Oh, well, I don't know. I've tried everything. I've become quite a good builder, which I really enjoy. I've never learned scripting, so I leave that to my scripters. But I ended up meeting a guy from Australia who was the financial controller for Champion Horses and for Stray Cats, for the company that owns them. And he invited me to go watch the races one day, and I did. And that's when I met the owner. And he actually whisked me away, and I went to work for him in real life. And then he plunked me here, and I run his companies. So there you go. I actually met the man in real life, and I've known him now for about 4 years. And yeah, I run his 2 breedable companies. So,
That's
and I love
awesome. That's
them.
awesome.
I really love them. Yeah.
So, because you know what now,
Yeah,
one time, I know, cookies, I had like 350 horses. I tell you, and that's all day trying to feed them until I learned of the little device, the little feeder things that you can put on. So that gave me a break. And I wasn't selling anything,
Mhm.
And then I finally learned a little trick to kind of
Yep.
upreach, and so I started making, like a 6 and a 7 and whatever with the traits, and I would get me a 13. I think the highest I ever got was a 13. Matter of fact, at that time, the highest was a 13, and I think it went to 16 or something. And I hear now they're like in the 40s or the 30s or something, as far as traits are concerned.
Well,
I'm not quite sure, but that was
oh,
the Amarillo horses. Now I did mess up
Amaretto
a name, and I know I
horses.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amarillo. And I messed up that name.
Yeah.
I really did. So I said I wasn't gonna mess up no names tonight, but I did. I'm sorry. But in that,
That's
so
okay.
now the
We'll check.
breedable horses, the horses that you're doing, they were kind of they were coming in and they were kind of low man on a totem pole, but they kind of taken off too, haven't they?
They have. We were actually one of the first breedables that were ever made in SL. And but they were designed not for their fancy traits and everything else. They were never really designed for that. They were designed to be really good racing horses. They are race horses. They are for the jockey experience. If you're competitive, if you if you really like to control the horse yourself and be a jockey and race, and they are breedable too, yes, of course, and we have some wonderful coats and pelts and all different levels that they can be bred to, because they race faster the higher they are. And so it's really for a very realistic experience. We don't make fanciful horses, we make real horses. So it's very different.
Yeah, because I've seen some
But
and
we
they
have-
look so realistic. They look so realistic, a lot of them. But you
Yeah,
were going
I
to say they have
put a
what?
model right beside us.
Okay,
I'm
well, bring it on out
sorry.
so
Well,
people. Oh, yeah,
don't
that's
really
it right
breed
there.
for. It's right there on the side of the stage. Yeah, and I
Okay.
also manage stray cat breedables, which is a sister company. And so I put two of the cats on their back there. You can see them. Now those we have fantasy ones besides realistic looking ones. And they're just fun and adorable. And well, we have a bunch of crazy cat people too. So they just love cats. It's
Okay,
I
okay.
both communities are well, I try and make them feel like home. I mean, we enjoy the animals, you know, we enjoy sharing what we breed, how we breed, what we do. And it's a wonderful, warm, both of them are warm communities, so very important to me. We do. We do. That's
Awesome,
my
awesome.
my right-hand person, Miss Pony in the audience there. She's my right-hand lady.
Okay,
So-
okay. So now, so you sell them, you have a store. Tell us, because there's a lot of people here, they're trying to find a little niche, you know, of what to do. What would you advise someone who wants to get into the horse business, or, because, you know, besides, I believe that, Raven would have your landmarks and stuff, or where people could go, you know, your horses, whether they just want people to experience the ride of them, or you have to transfer them into it, or you have to actually own the horse to ride it. Am I right?
You do, but I have set out some demos so that people can come and try. But you can buy starter packs, or we have entire market areas where you can buy a specific type of horse, because we have many horses that do different things. Our Arabians and thoroughbreds are for endurance racing, just flat out racing. Our Morgans and our Dutch warmbloods are for jumping. So it depends on what you like. You know, you can buy whatever kind you like and whatever you want to master. Yeah, it's fun. It's great.
So it's actually where you master the horse, and it's actually. Okay, I guess this lag got us going on, and hopefully I'm not interrupting when you're talking. But what I'm asking you is, as far as, am I breaking up, or can you hear me? Am I clear?
Am I clear?
Can anyone hear me? Okay. So, in your horses, like, if I wanted to buy this horse, whatever, for racing or whatever, I would learn to control it to, like, and you brought a horse, okay? And the way we work the horse, that's the way it will work for us. In other words, it's a skill. You would have to learn how to actually operate the horse.
Correct. We give jockey classes. And you become a trained jockey, and you can compete, and you can win money.
Okay. I see somebody say you have different courses to race also. So, in other words, you know, you can go up, like you can be on a smaller track or whatever as you learn, and you can go on up and up as far as in racings and stuff like that. So, is there an arena that you actually have the horse races and they're actually winning the horses and stuff? You know, just like the cars.
We do.
I noticed it.
Yes, we have racetracks. There's a public one that you can use to practice on, but we have a racetrack where we run all our official races. And in fact, we have the Grand National Competition which will be coming up in on April 21st, I believe. That is a $60,000 money purse. So should be a good race.
Okay. Sounds like that's, I'm gonna have to come in here. I was telling everyone I'm supposed to be retiring on the 30th. I'm starting a business, and I tell you, it's just get busier, but I'll be in here a little bit more. I'm going to have to start visiting, places like this, because those are different, something different to do in here. So that's awesome. So is this the course and stuff and a person learning at school? Is there a fee for that or whatever? Or is there donation or they just get in touch with you for any information that they need?
They can contact me or Pony, and we just arrange a time. The jockey courses are free.
Okay, that sounds awesome. So is anything you'd like to tell the audience before we go on to our next guest? Like what you plan on doing
so
or
great
any
to see
information?
you all out there.
Okay. Same here.
Well,
I'm sorry.
we are going to be in the RF. If I could just say, we're going to be in the upcoming RFL event that starts next month, and there will be a new coat release. There will also be a one-of-a-kind, which is a beautiful war horse, and anybody come out and try. Ride a horse. We'll get hooked.
Awesome. You do it because I used to ride a horse every morning in here. I used to ride a horse every morning in here, and it was awesome.
Really?
Awesome.
That's great.
I hope and I want to tell who is that? Evina, change that chair color to the color these are. I'm trying to change it and I can't do it. I tell you, I'm on a mile a minute here. But you know what? Let's everybody give it up for Nick. And let's go out there and let's do some racing. Let's give her some support. This is what this is all about. Networking, networking and giving everybody, see what's going on. It's more than just, I have family in here. You have family and friends in here. And it's more than just our family and friends, too. It's a whole big world out here, isn't it? And what makes it so good is that we can TP to it. We don't need no real life money or in the airplane or a car to get to it. And it's nice to see a lot of the world that we wouldn't see. And so much stuff is so realistic in here. It's just like, real life would be without as much money either, So I love it. And it takes people like these people up here to create certain things for us to go to and see. And I think it's awesome because they don't have to do it, but they do, and we get a chance to enjoy it, and I believe in that, and entrepreneurship and stuff in here, and things like this also encourages us to do other things. But in the meantime, we got another guest coming in, and Avina, she's going to change that chair for me, I know, sooner or later. And would you change chairs with me, with that other chair over there, Ava, while Quartz come out? Let's give it up for Quartz. And thank you, Capri, for that, Captain Tight Pants for that love, and Cat, Duplicate Cat for that love. Thank you so much. How you doing, Quartz?
Hey.
There we go. How you doing? Did you get all situated and stuff? I know I came in here at the last minute, and I really appreciate your patience and stuff. I don't know if I'm hugging. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Did I give you the hug?
Oh, we're hugging.
I said, there we go. Okay. All right. Now, whether we stop or not, I don't know. There we go. Because I have serious lag here. I really do. So come on over, let's sit down and let's get to know you. That's the first time you've been on the show, and I'm glad to have you here. I've heard a lot of good things about you. So come on, let's sit down. Let's talk a little bit.
That's good.
There we go. As soon as I can get there. Okay, there we go. So tell us about you. I know you're going to rock the boat. You're going to let us hear you tonight and all that good stuff. But before we get there, I want to know what brought you here to Second Life.
I was watching a show on television on my couch, and I saw a little news report on Second Life, and I thought, oh, that's kind of neat. I just finished reading a book by Tad Williams called Otherland, which is all about virtual worlds. So I thought I'd give it a shot, and popped in and went, oh, cool. There's a whole
And
other
never
world
have
over
left.
there.
Whole nother world. Thank you, Cookie, for that love too. Oh, and also, I always like to give shout outs out there because we have some guests that come and that's been on the show. And just give me 1 second to holler them out a little bit. We got out there. We got Cobalt out there now. Hey, Cobalt, how you doing? And we also got Sookie out there. Sookie she's my long lost sister out there. I call her. She come in and go, but she's awesome. Thank you, baby, for coming. And I know this being a modeling because she was in that too. So, but anyway, so anyway, you seen on the news and everything. You come on in here. So I know you were singing, but did you sing in real life also?
Oh yeah. I've been yelling loud and tune for many years. So.
Okay, awesome. So you got in here, and what made you decide at first did you decide that you was going to sing in here, or did you come in here and say, I'm going to just play a little bit and see what's going on, and you seen there was a presence for it and you decided to sing?
That's exactly what happened. I came on and was wandering about and exploring like anybody else does in my preemie, new style, whatever thing Second Life gives you, and then there was a show, and someone was playing live, and I thought, I can do that. I can do that a lot. So off we
You
went.
can do that a lot, huh? You do that all day, and hey, make a little Linda's in here at the same time. That's
Oh, if my voice
awesome.
would
That's
hold
awesome.
out, yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome. It'll hold out, I'm sure. So now, even before this, so tell us some of the things that you're interested in here in Second Life for a few. I think they already put you into the land. Am I right, Raven? You should be all set up. In order to sing. But some of the other things that you do in here besides sing.
I've really some exploring. Me and my wife Duplicate, we kind of hang out at home, and she's more the builder. I couldn't build a square box and put a picture on it to save my life. So I play music, and that's basically my MO on Second Life. I'm doing other things in real life. So.
Awesome. So where are you playing at normally? I mean, is there a place that you play at a lot, or to tell the audience so they can come see you, before you get up and start entertaining us and whatever? Anything you want to tell them where you mostly at?
Oh, lots
Some of the
places.
clubs.
Second Life I play at Champion Raceways. Nick, I play there.
Mm-hmm.
Key West, Live Vibrations, Hideout, Panorama, Lyrical Creek, Love Cats, Night Moves, tons. Yeah, there's lots of places to play, so it's never
Awesome.
short supply.
Okay, so if a person wanted to know where you at, who should they get in touch with, and they can give you you can do their subscriber, they can hit your subscriber or whatever notices that you send out when you're playing somewhere.
Yeah, get a hold
Should
of
they hit
Cat.
you up or hit your wife up?
Hit
Okay.
me up, definitely. I'll direct them in the right way.
Okay, gotcha. So you all heard that, and you don't have anything else to say. I'm ready to hear you play. Yeah. And you know what? Everyone is welcome. If it's your first time here, you're welcome to do the dance balls and dance and hey, let's have a good time.
Yeah, well, I'd like to thank Pamela, Raven, and Avina here. Thank you for getting me all set up. Kat Vargas, my manager out there. Thank you, Kat. Right on. All the people who come out to the shows, and it's very much appreciated. I can't say enough how much I appreciate people coming out and supporting me and Second Life musicians. So.
I was going to say, I didn't know it was like, you can bring that over in the front too if you want to, Quartz.
Cheering me on, I appreciate it. All right. Here's one of mine. I'm going to use a pick, just because I can.
Don't leave now, I'm really glad you came. I can't talk now, this ain't easy to explain. While I was sleeping, someone told me all I had to look in was your eyes, and I see no disguise. Tired of playing games. The same old scene gets old, you can't put faces to the names. While I was playing, someone showed me a simple way to cut through all the lies, and I saw no disguise. I saw no disguise. Passing through, a visitor, explorer, a complete unknown, setting sail for you. Someone heard that you were looking for some stronger ties. Saw no disguise. Saw no disguise. Set apart from others, little subtle ways to set yourself apart. Someone warned you, the feeling is the only thing that cries behind your disguise. Behind your disguise. Behind your disguise.
Yeah, a little original song there. I see no disguise. All right, I'll do one more for you. You're at Pamela Live. Woohoo! All right, I'll do something you know, just so make things a little easier for you. All right.
Talking away, don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day. So needless to say, at odds and ends, but I feel I'm stumbling awake, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's much better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take on me, take me on. I'll be gone too. Things that you say, isn't life all just to play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. You shine away, I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me, take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day. Take on me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Sorry about the dead air. I shut the stream down and everything. I thought it was for 2. I'm sorry. All right.
It was, but they were being greedy,
Sorry
and that's
about
all
the dead
right.
air.
You sound beautiful.
I shut the stream down and everything. I thought it was for 2. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
All right.
I'm not prepared.
I'm not prepared.
Okay, well. You want to get funky?
Okay, well.
Hell yes.
All right.
Do you want to get funky?
Funky time.
All
I
right.
had to rewire everything, so I'm kind of hooking stuff up as I go.
Let's get funky.
All right.
Funky time. I had to rewire everything, so I'm kind of hooking stuff up as I go. All right.
My baby moves at midnight, right up to the dawn, yeah. My woman takes me higher, my woman keeps me warm. What you doing on your back? Hey, hey, what you doing on your back? Hey, hey, you should be dancing, yeah. Dancing, yeah. She's juicy and she's trouble. She gets it to me good. My woman gives me power. down to my blood. What you doing in your back? Hey, yeah, what you doing in your back? Hey, yeah, you should be dancing, yeah. Dancing, yeah. What you doing in your back? Hey, yeah, what you doing in your back? You should be dancing, yeah. Dancing, yeah. Bring out the horns. My baby moves at midnight, goes right up to the dawn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My woman takes me higher. My woman keeps me warm. What you doing in your back? Hey, hey, what you doing in your back? Hey, hey, you should be dancing, yeah. Dancing, yeah. What you doing in your back? Ooh, yeah. What you doing in your back? You should be dancing, yeah. Dancing, yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wasn't that nice, everyone? You know, I am so sorry. I got so much lag that the music was in and out. I'm still going on. I still hear it. All right, all right, all right. Thank you. Quartz, you're awesome. You know, I couldn't hear everything because I couldn't hear everything because it was like in and out, in and out. I got so much lag going on. But I love it. I love you, Quartz. You got to come back. You definitely got to come back. Didn't you all love Quartz
Thanks, Pamela.
singing up here? You are so welcome. Everyone, give it up for Quartz again. Give him one more encore. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful music, yes. You know, it's days like today that makes us what we are here in Second Life. You know, we're a big old family, you know, here to support each other and do the things in here. And if you're doing something here in Second Life, be sure to let us know, and we can put a spotlight on you. And this is what it's all about, of people doing things here, all kind of things, you know. I mean, even making the stuff that we sit and walk on and singing, entertaining us, making us laugh and whatever. And this is what this show is about, to showcase you and what you're doing here in Second Life. But, you know, it wouldn't be available because today was a beautiful day. Thank you so much for Ava, Jonelle, and Wolf. Thank you so much for coming up. Nick, thank you so much. You know, yeah, you're welcome. Hey, you know, now that we can walk on our own, then next we got Nick, we can walk with the horses or jump with them. I love it. You know, and race too. I love it. And Quartz of
Absolutely.
all, you know, of course. Thank you, Quartz, so much. And we got to have you guys back again. It was a beautiful day, and thank you for making the show. But it would not be a complete show without the staff that's here. And I have to